So here's a YouTube channel with 13.5K subscribers. This channel is not monetized, and yet in the last 5 months, this channel has generated over $500,000 in sales. Not through AdSense, not through running YouTube ads, just simple organic content that pushes traffic to this client's business. And here's a screenshot right here from today, actually, of us generating over $41,000 in sales from this exact same YouTube channel. I know it's hard to believe, but YouTube can actually be a cash printing machine when done correctly. So if you run a B2B based business or a high ticket coaching offer, this video is going to show you exactly that. Now I'm going to start this video with debunking one of the biggest myths of 2025, which is that to be successful on YouTube, to make money with content, you got to make videos like this, entertainment videos, vlogs, all this stuff that you might not even like making as a business owner, but you think is going to make you successful and get views. Now, you're going to realize very quickly, especially if you sell something more specific online, this is not the way. You don't need to be 19 years old driving a supercar. You don't need to make these vlogs. You don't have to make thumbnails with your face all the way open. In fact, I actually encourage you to chase the opposite. This is what you need to make, probably even less than 10K views, because more than likely, these are the type of videos that are actually going to drive you sales. And this is a video that we posted for this client. And most of the time, the videos are actually averaging less than 10K views. We have a few outliers that did very well, but a lot of the content that's actually driving sales is not getting a ton of views. And I want to run you through a thought exercise to explain why it's so important to focus on one topic or one industry with your YouTube channel. Now, this is a famous place on the East Coast, Montauk specifically. It's called the Lobster Roll. And as you can guess, they're best known for their lobster rolls. A bunch of celebrities go there. It's a pretty hot spot. Lobster rolls are pretty average in my opinion. But when you look at the menu, they're only trying to be known for lobster rolls, not the other seafood. They're not the best seafood place on Long Island. They want to be the best lobster roll place on Long Island. So that's exactly what they doubled down on. This is pretty evident on the menu. I could go even further with some lobster roll bowls on the bottom, but this is the main focus of the restaurant. And this is exactly what you need to do if you want to be successful on YouTube with your business. You have to stop trying to be known for everything and chasing trends and focus on that one thing that you are truly an expert at. And when we revisit our friend, the client with 13.4, now 13.5K subscribers, he simply tried to be known for one thing, and that's why he was so successful. Unlike most people, most business owners are fumbling. They chase these topics that they think are going to go viral and get views, and they think, if I get views, as a byproduct, I will get sales. And this is just not the case. And this is the best way to be poor in 2025 is making videos about the 5 best books for entrepreneurs or showcasing your morning routine. Especially if you're selling something specific, this is not going to benefit your business. And like I said, our entire goal with this client's channel with 13K subscribers was simply to be known for one thing, a pretty boring thing in my opinion, which is vending machines, how to start a vending machine business. And again, this is really what separates the business owners, namely our clients, who make millions from the YouTube channel every year. Here's the screenshot again of 41K in sales from one day from this YouTube channel, actually today, June 12th. And the business owners that can barely push a few low ticket sales through the door that are getting absolutely smoked by their competitors that know how to create YouTube content that converts. So let's start with your avatar. Right? You probably even haven't done this exercise yet. So let's get very clear on the person it is you're selling to. What do they do? If you're in B2C, what kind of occupations are they in? If they're in B2B, what kind of business do they run? And on average, how much money are they making? This is really important when you actually go and make your topics to understand what stage of their business journey are they at. Are they a complete beginner? Are they somebody that's at 5 to 10K a month, 50K a month plus, right? You need to get extremely clear on the type of person you're selling to and the problems they're experiencing. What are they searching up on YouTube and Google right now? When you put yourself in the shoes of your ideal customer, whether you're B2C or B2B, what problems are they experiencing? That's really important because you can quite literally make videos addressing those problems, which brings me to the next point. What problems and issues are they currently running into right now? That's why we run through these first, because once we understand, okay, I'm selling to an agency owner that's making about 50 to 100K a month, what problems are they facing? Well, they're probably dealing with client churn after they have more clients, might be running into some systems issues, managing those clients, and they're realizing it's really hard to scale organically. Maybe it's time to turn on ads, right? And you need to get into the brain of your ideal customer to actually think about what content is going to be useful to them at the stage they are in business. And a better exercise, and probably one of my favorites, is you probably have someone in your life right now that perfectly represents this avatar, that perfectly reflects the type of person that you're going to be talking to on YouTube. So if you can get crystal clear on who that person is and like actually visualize what they look like and who they are and how they sound in your mind, then that can be just extrapolated into your YouTube content, and you can think about that person every single time you sit down to make a video. Now, what needs to happen for this avatar to become a customer of your business? Well, first thing, they have to have proof that your thing works. So if you're selling B2C, they need to be crystal clear that this business model is the best approach for them and it's actually going to help them make money. If you're B2B, they got to believe that the strategies you teach, the methods you teach are actually up to date and are going to get their better business results. Next, they need to believe that you are truly an expert in your subject. Goes without saying, but it is actually important because there's a lot of people that aren't experts that are actually making better YouTube content than you because they don't overthink. They need to believe that you are also capable of helping others, right? It's one thing for yourself to be a case study and how you scaled your business and you teach other people to do the same, but have you actually helped others? That's why customer testimonials are, social proof are so important. And by far the most important thing is they need to get a series of quick wins from your content as proof. That's why some of the content styles I'm about to share with you are so important, because if they already have proof that your free content helps them get results, they are very likely to inquire, opt in, book a call with you because it's already evident that you've helped them in some fashion. Now, I like to call this the Venus flytrap method. And this is your viewer right here. And this flytrap is your YouTube channel. The entire point of YouTube compared to something like paid ads or, just running paid traffic to your offer is that they're being sold to and the flytrap is closing around them, but they don't realize it. The beauty of YouTube is it doesn't feel like the viewer is being sold to. It just feels like they're being entertained and educated, and that balance is going to depend on your content style. But nonetheless, the person does not realize they're being sold to, and then boom, you clap them in with a CTA, with some kind of hard social proof, and next thing you know, they're on your calendar. And that is the beauty of YouTube. It feels seamless and effortless, and you don't really have to sell your prospects that hard if you know how to make good content. And especially in the high-ticket coaching industry, which is only getting more competitive, this is a huge advantage in 2025, especially when your competitors are probably relying on ads or other forms of marketing. They're just not as effective as a strong VSL, aka your YouTube video. And like I said, they don't feel like they're being sold to immediately, so you can get away with a lot more because everything is being done under the guise of a YouTube video, which is supposed to be educational or fun. So let's talk about some of these traps. How do you actually trap your viewer into becoming a customer? Well, the first one is how-to or tutorial videos, right? These can be broader tutorial videos, these can be more specific, but nonetheless, you're basically just helping a viewer, hey, here's how you do X, Y, and Z. And then if you even want to be a little bit spicy, this is a more advanced YouTube strategy without X, Y, and Z common methods, or without this thing that everyone thinks is a prerequisite. You can do narrative or story-based videos. One of our staple videos for every client we work with is a life story video, because if you can show somebody what your transformation looks like and how the specific business model that you chose helped you go from broke to rich, or broke and overworked to spending time with your family, it's a no-brainer because a lot of people are going to be able to relate to that. Customer testimonials, as I mentioned, these can be sit down. This can be mentioning somebody. This could be like a story of, you working with somebody to get them a certain results. You're seeing a lot on YouTube, like I helped XYZ person, or I helped a subscriber go from broke to rich. There's a reason this is so powerful, because it instills in others that you can help people. Even if they're in this dire situation, you can help them because you're just the guy, you're the expert. Live demonstration. Going to show you a real example of how we use this in real time to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars with these day in the life and vlogs. And a lot of people think vlogs are just about showing stuff off and like goofing off. You can be extremely tactical and strategic with your day in the life videos to completely indoctrinate your viewers and create something very powerful that just makes it impossible for them not to buy, because it just feels so authentic, which is rare these days. And then challenge videos kind of falls in line with some of these other formats, but same exact premise. If you can show somebody what it would be like to go from their position to their desired state, they're going to believe you can help them do it. And because, this Venus flytrap method is so strong, and we've done it time and time again for clients, we wanted to put it to the test. So that's my business partner, Cam, right there. You may have seen him on YouTube. We actually put this to the test ourselves just to see how good our process is for driving sales for our clients with YouTube content, we tried the exact same thing and we test ourselves. We're like, are we really those guys? And what happened was we spoke to a ton of videographers and content agencies that were struggling to get clients. We did a simulation where we said, hey, we just moved to Arizona. It would be really funny and cool if we documented ourselves trying to start, a new agency or a local agency, offering videos to people in a brand new city just to show people what we did when we first moved to Miami and just run it back all over again and document the whole thing on YouTube. And this spoke to the videographer who was struggling to get clients, the film school graduate who kept getting rejected from jobs that couldn't find opportunities on themselves, somebody that wanted to break into video, but they didn't feel like their gear was good enough. And maybe the content agency that feels like they're stuck at a certain revenue number and they just don't really have the systems or, attitude to actually go and scale past 5 to 10K a month. And so this is what I talk about when I say get specific on your avatar. We had a very good idea of who those avatars, plural, because sometimes there's like a overlap, were. And as a result, we were able to shift the beliefs with this 30-day challenge, with this series, is that you can actually start a content agency or a video business in a brand new city, even if you have no connections. A lot of people think you need that. Not the case at all. We proved otherwise. You don't need a huge portfolio if you know how to use free work, which is exactly the method that Cam showed in this series. You can sign clients on retainer without relying on one-off shoots. And in all honesty, 10K a month isn't something to put on a pedestal. It's actually super attainable. And Cam showed himself doing this in 30-day time span. Now, for results, this channel grew from 2,000 subs to 20,000 subs in just a few months. And this series, this seemingly simple and authentic series, generated hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash collected for a coaching offer specifically for videographers and content agencies, which in my opinion is not even the best niche to sell, but we did it anyways just because the content itself was so compelling. And we even hit 6-figure cash collected months with this offer. And here are some of the stats on the channel right here. And the results speak for themselves. He's going to make an entirely different video on this, but I just thought I'd mention this real quick because it is pretty crazy to see. We've been able to do it for clients, but also ourselves in the same time. And this is what we help all our clients do. If you recognize this guy, Cardinal Mason, we helped him add an additional 1 million a year with his YouTube channel, grew him from 0 to 50,000 subscribers, and actually diversified his traffic big time from TikTok, which was the main driver of leads for his coaching program at the time. Next guy, Jimmy Farley, TikTok shop legend. We helped him add an extra $300,000 in new revenue in the first 4 months of working together on what was practically a brand new YouTube channel with a few Zoom testimonials on there. Lastly, we got Cam Oliveira, real estate wholesale guy. You've probably seen him on Instagram as well, TikTok Live. We helped him grow from 0 to over 20,000 YouTube subscribers, and he's consistently booking 50 to 60 qualified calls a month at the bare minimum from his YouTube channel. So if you're the kind of person that wants to build a YouTube channel that makes your business an extra $1 million plus a year, and I can say that because one of our clients literally printed 41K in one day from their YouTube channel with 13K subscribers, we're going to handle all the ideation strategy for you. We're going to script the videos for you. We'll actually come out and fly and film the videos with you. We'll edit the videos. We'll create all the titles and thumbnails, and we'll actually post and rank all the videos for the search terms that you're looking for. Yes, we know how to do that. Yes, I'm gatekeeping that. But guys, if you're interested in working with our agency and getting a YouTube channel that actually prints you cash, click the link in the description, book a call to work with us, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.